Hey everybody, welcome to It's Time for Gaming, and this is our second episode. Sorry it took so long to get this one out. I've just been busy with school and just haven't had time, but here I am. Alright, as you saw in my last review, some guy came in and threw a game at me. Porkys, the game, for Atari 2600 to be precise. Now, you all remember the movie Porkys, about a bunch of kids that try to go to a bar called Porkys, but end up getting kicked out, so revenge, they get their pickup truck, tie one end of the rope to Porkys and the other end to their truck and pull it down, and yet at the very end they get away without being arrested or sued for the countless injuries. Yeah, of course you do. Well, apparently 20th Century Fox thought since the movie was so successful, a game would be even more successful, because it worked for E.T., right? Before we get into the sucker, though, I managed to find the actual Atari manual for this piece of crap, and I'm going to read it, and you'll see just how crappy this game is. Alright, here's the actual instruction booklet, or at least a copied and pasted version of the instruction booklet. And right here you can see two little pictures from the game, and as you can see, it looks a lot like the movie, doesn't it? Alright, storyline. As the play begins, this is a play? You find yourself at the country line, ready to enter Porky's territory. But, before the action begins, some instructions are in order. Meet Edward Pee Wee Morris. Pee Wee Herman? He has a few problems, but personal problems aside, Pee Wee, with a little help from you, has a formidable task ahead of him. It seems this real nasty guy named Porky, owner of a shady little nightclub with the same name, has messed with Pee Wee and his friends, so you and Pee Wee are out to even the score by blowing up his bar and killing countless people. Way to go! Another person to look out for is Miss Ballbricker. Yeah, for some reason Ballbricker, I think she was the coach at the school. For some reason she's at Porky's. Don't know why. She's out to grab onto anything she can, even your ass. So don't let her latch on to you. Seriously, don't let her latch on to you. She'll rape your ass. If she does, it's the pits. Objective. Run the highway gauntlet. What does that even mean? And blow up Porky's bar. Sounds easy, right? Try it, you'll see. Actually, it is easy. I've beaten this game in 6 minutes. Objective. Get out of the swamp. That's a swamp? Always looked like a sewer to me. And that's easier said than done. No, yes it is. It's very easy. To escape, you must pole vault over the swamp. Collect and place 4 bricks to form an escape ladder. Objective. To keep your mind off of Windy, trust me, that won't be hard, and on the task at hand, pushing the brightly colored objects at the top of the screen into the pit without falling in or being caught by Miss Ballbricker. Each object pushed into the pit stops or slows a band on the highway screen. Why? If it falls into the swamp, how does it stop the icons on the road gauntlet? Oh, never mind. Objective. Blow the blasted bar away. Once again, isn't that killing countless people? To do so, you must follow the correct path to the top of the scaffolding, planting dynamite charges as you go. If you reach the top, a detonator will appear, and it's bye-bye Porkys. Grand Theft Porkys. And that's the instruction manual for the Atari. That was it. And why are you blowing up Porkys? Isn't that taking you a little far? I mean, all the guy did was kick you out of your bar, and you're going to blow him into bloody chunks and pieces? Jeez. I wouldn't want to know what would happen if you did anything worse to this guy. So as the game starts up, you already see this game has absolutely nothing to do with Porkys. Except for the Porky sign. I guess that's the person is supposed to be Pee Wee, blowing up Porkys over and over again. And all the Atari does is just change its color. Creative. To start the game, press restart and there you go. Yeah, the red button doesn't do anything. You actually have to restart your Atari. That actually took me a few minutes the first time. Why would you program it like that? The first thing you see is you and a bunch of colored lines in front of you. I guess that's supposed to be the gauntlet. With objects looping around them, like a speedboat, a car, 2 strippers, 3 pigs, 3 cowboys, and another car. Why did they use these objects? Why would there be a speedboat, pigs, and strippers, and cowboys racing across the road? How the hell does a speedboat even race across the road? It makes no frickin' sense. And there wasn't even a speedboat in the movie. And there weren't actual pigs in the movie either. I mean, yeah, the bar was called Porky's, but there weren't actual pigs. Did they even see this movie? Because it looks like they were just taking it a little too literally. I mean, couldn't they have used something else? Like more cars or like security guards or something? I mean, it'd make more sense on a freaking speedboat. So, what you're supposed to do is just basically hop up the roads and dodge the objects until you get to the other side. So, basically a shittier version of Frogger. But even if you dodge them all, the game automatically throws you into the swamp anyway. Yeah, you can just like hop across, not get hit by a single icon, and suddenly you're in the swamp. I mean, why does it even give you the chance? It might as well just freeze you on the first road till the thing hits you. Well, anyway, once you're in the swamp, what you see are two ledges, to your left and to your right. And on the left side, you see a glowing brick, and then there's a stick in the middle. Now, what are you supposed to do? Well, this took me like 15 minutes to figure out, but basically, this is all you have to do. Run up to the stick, and like right before you touch it, push the red button, and you'll swing across. And then, once you're on the other side, now this is a little different, run to the stick, push the red button, but in the middle, let go, and you'll swing across onto the top ledge and be able to grab the glowing brick. But that's not all of it. Then go back down to the bottom, run, jump on the stick again, get to the other side, and then put the brick in the wall. And then a brick appears on that side, you grab that brick, jump down, and then jump to the other ledge, another brick appears over there, you jump down, you jump to the other ledge. Just rinse and repeat. And then eventually the ladder will be complete, and there will be arrows pointing up. And once you go up the ladder, you'll appear on the next screen. In the next screen, you'll appear in the showers, which doesn't make much sense, because you were knocked under Porkys into the swamp. So apparently this is it. Porkys is on top, and in the bottom is a swamp, and then the middle is a shower room. Who built this place? Anyway, once you're here, you'll see the lady that don't get distracted by her, but if you remember the instructions, don't stare at Wendy too long. But trust me, I'm not going to be staring too long at just a mesh of white pixels. Well, anyway, just go up the ladder on the side, which looks like a black line, but it's a ladder. But once you start going up it, Miss Ballbreaker appears. Now, this is when you need to hurry up. So if Miss Ballbreaker catches you, she rapes you in the ass and throws you back down the swamp. So, dodge Miss Ballbreaker, climb all the ladders and get to the middle where the item is. Then, run to the item, push it, don't push any buttons, push it all the way down to the bottom, and then push it into the pit, into the swamp. And what the instructions said earlier, pushing into the swamp somehow pushes the object onto the road to block the object from moving. But that doesn't make sense, because when you're on the road and get hit by something, the object knocks you down into the swamp. So, and above the swamp is the showers, so pushing an item into the swamp somehow makes it fall up onto the road to block the objects. That makes absolutely no frickin' sense. Anyway, once you push the object down, you're able to leave the shower scene and you go up the ladder. And then you appear back on the road again, except the first line with the object on it, which is the speedboat, stops moving. And what do you do from here? Basically go on each line, get hit by each object, and just do the same thing over and over and over and over again. Yes, and that's it. And you don't have to rebuild the ladder in the swamp either. It's automatically built for you. So, really, this game is not hard. I mean, once you figure out how to, like, swing on the stick, get rid of the items onto the road, and build ladders, you're basically set. And just do the same thing over and over, and eventually you'll reach the other side. And once you reach the other side, you'll go into this area, which looks like the swamp, but without the water. And it looks like you're under, like, a dock or pier or something. Well, anyway, you're on, like, the 3rd floor of the pier dock thing. And under you is Miss Ballbreaker or somebody else, or Porky, Mr. Porky, I don't know. Well, basically, what you're supposed to do here is fall down, let the guy hit you real quick, and this will send you back to the swamp. But you need to do this, and just do the same thing. Swing on the stick, get up, go up the ladder, except when you get to the shower, the item is a bomb. Go get the bomb, dodge this ball breaker, and push the bomb into the sewer. And once it's in the sewer, climb back up, or swamp, sorry. Climb back up, and you'll be at the beginning of the roads again. Hop across the roads, and then, here's the next part. Once you're back under the pier again after dropping the bomb into the hole, you have to drop to the bottom while dodging that guy pacing down there and find the right way up. Yes, this is like a maze. So, see that arrow on the side, up and down? When it's telling you to go down, that means just go down to the bottom of the screen. And you have to find, because each pillar represents a ladder, so that means there's 4 ladders. And basically you have to go up all 4 ladders, and the arrow has to stay pointing up. If you go up the wrong ladder, the arrow will point down again, and that means you chose the wrong one. So eventually you just find the right ladder or pillar, and keep going up as long as the arrow's pointing up until you reach the top of the screen. And once you reach to the top of the screen, the game basically resets to this title screen of you blowing up Porkys over and over again. And that's it. So once you know how to beat this game, you can beat it in about 6 minutes. Now, did anything in this game remind you of Porkys? Didn't think so. And that was Porkys the video game. And what do I think of it? It sucks harder than Superman 64. I mean, this game has absolutely nothing to do with Porkys besides the name. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, in the movie, Pee-wee wasn't jumping across roads, he wasn't dodging objects in the roads, he wasn't dropping in the swamps and pushing items in the swamps and dodging this ball bricker and then eventually blowing up Porkys. That didn't happen in the movie. So what do I score this thing? Give me a second. Well, for sound, I give it music. For music, I give it a 0 because there is no frickin' music. Sound, 1, mostly because it's the same sound effect looped over and over again, except for the explosion. Gameplay, actually, I'd give this one a 5 out of 5 because it's not a very hard game to play. It's not bad controlling or anything. I mean, it's a little hard to figure out how to jump on the stick at the very beginning, but otherwise, the controlling's not terrible. I'll give it that. Let's do another one. The fun score. How fun is it to play? 0 out of 5. This game is not fun to play. It's just annoying. Annoying and monotonous, just doing the same crap over and over again. This whole game's about repetition. And an overall score? 2 out of 5. Actually, not 2 out of 5. Minus 1 point for using the Porky's name in a game that has nothing to do with it. So 1 out of 5. And that's my review of Porkys. Anyway, more reviews are on the way, so I'm going to go try to find another game to review. Hopefully a good game this time. Ow! What the? You again! I'm gonna kick your frickin' ass. How does that feel? Throw games at me, I kick you in the face. Now let's see who you really are. What the hell? I'm gonna kick your ass again! Oh, I'm gonna kick your... He's gone. How the hell? I guess the next review is just Gremlins 2.